Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. I've got another Kringle Candle Halloween haul in this video. This is gonna be my third one so far. And I think this is gonna be my last one as far as Halloween stuff goes for a little bit. I'll still have probably at least a couple of more hauls as we go forward closer to Halloween into the fall season, but this one's going to be my last one for at least the immediate time being. And I've only got 4 candles in this haul right here, and it's going to be an unboxing for some of these. So what I'm going to do, and I talked about this in my last video, I'm going to include some of the other candles that I kind of switched up a little bit to kind of make my hauls a little bit more even here on YouTube. Even though I didn't place them all in the same order when I was ordering them, I am going to kind of switch them up a little bit just to make the hauls seem a little bit more even across the board. So most of them, as far as the Halloween stuff, are going to be things I've already talked about. I have one new to me fragrance in this box right here, and it is Haunted Hallow. So that's a fragrance that I have never tried before, and I will be smelling it for the first time. So first impressions for that fragrance right here. So yeah, let's get the box cutter out and open this thing up and see what we've got. Okay, and as usual, very well packaged from Kringle. Let's see, I want to go, oh, okay, this one right here. This is a repurchase. I've talked about this one, I've gushed about it. It's Mummy Marshmallow, and I'll go over it a little bit. I won't go too in depth on it. We know I love this one. Marshmallow, cinnamon, clove bud, birch, earthy mosses, cedarwood, musk, oak, patchouli, and vanilla bean. Whoa, what the fuck? Haven't smelled this one in a few minutes, so let me go back to my old one. I'm kind of curious if they smell similar, just to kind of compare the two, because that was almost a shock when I smelled that one. Hold on one sec. Okay, found my first one. Let's kind of compare the two, because it threw me off a little bit when I smelled that one. I really haven't smelled this one since my first haul video. Okay, I get a lot of the smokiness in this one right here. So let's see if I get that from this one. I don't know if I was really... Whoa, okay. Wow. Those almost seem different. Okay, what's throwing me off here? What's coming through? The earthy mosses certainly are coming through in this new one. Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, I still get a good amount of that kind of sweet. I mean, it's vanilla and marshmallow, so you would expect it to be sweet, but... Okay, that's the new one that I'm smelling right there. So let's go back to this older one. Oh, certainly. Oh, there's some definite differences. I mean, this one's a lot more woodsy and smoky. I'm absolutely getting that cedar wood and a lot of woods just really coming through. A lot of woods and spices coming through with this old one. And then this one, man, I feel like I'm getting that patchouli and some moss. Oh man, I mean, it's almost night and day. I'll almost go to the point of it smells like it's a mist pour. I mean, wow, the differences on these two is remarkable. I mean, I'm sure maybe there's batch variances, who knows? It's not unheard of, but these are so different here on Cold that I swear when I first smelled this one, I was like, wait, that's not what I remember smelling in the first one. I'm almost getting, I won't go as far as to say Cabin in the Woods, you know, where that's a very noticeable rose and patchouli, but I'm getting more of those kind of green, earthy greens, kind of almost like damp greens. For sure in this one right here, in this new one that I just received today. And then this one, Okay, it's clearly the woodsiness and the marshmallow that comes through in this one right here. Wow, I was not expecting that. Of course, this is an unboxing, so I hadn't smelled that one. Just pulled it out of the box. You guys saw me do that. Wow, okay, I'm just gonna keep going back and forth. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just night and day between the two. I am shocked to see the differences between these and the notes that are coming out between the two. I can see why some people are getting one thing and some people are getting another maybe. But that's a really nice kind of smoky marshmallow, a good amount of spices. This one right here, it's that kind of dark, damp greenery. And to me, it feels like patchouli heavy, moss, something that would kind of blend well with, you know, like I said, Cabin in the Woods, that rose in it. So, okay, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna get Cabin in the Woods out to smell it real quick. Okay, obviously, yeah, it's missing rose when I compare it to that one right there, that Mummy Marshmallow. But it still has a very similar vibe to it. I am just shook here for a second. Okay, more of the marshmallow as I go back and forth between these two. That patchouli really comes through. The mosses in this too, very interesting. I still love it. I'm sure it's gonna burn the same, at least I hope it does. That's an interesting little twist there to start off this video. Mummy Marshmallow. Oh, absolutely, dude. And then the new to me fragrance that I have in this haul, I picked up two, Haunted Hallows. It initially sold out pretty quickly, not as quickly as Pumpkinhead sold out, but I was shocked to see that it sold out really quick. As far as Mummy Marshmallow goes, I was shocked to see that it hadn't sold out. So that's probably the one new fragrance that I was surprised to see that it was still on the website. You know, just to give you an idea of how good I think it is, you know, Black Cat at one point sold out. I think it's back, or at least it was when I started recording this video. So I guess we could kind of count Black Cat in that. And I'm not at all shocked that Sleepy Hollow sold out. Not at all. Not at all shocked to see Pumpkinhead out of stock currently. Haunted Hallows, a new to me fragrance. Notes on it are wood smoke, fir, herbal, apple, patchouli, and musk. And I guess we could compare it to Zombie Horde while we're sitting here. I mean, yeah, Zombie Horde would be the obvious comparison because it's another apple. I won't say apple dominant, but it's got a very noticeable apple in it. And it's so much darker and wetter, you know, it's kind of that patchouli vibe going on. A lot of kind of woodsy notes happening here. So even though they both do clearly have apple, Haunted Hallows, I get mostly apple and then that fir. So in some ways it kind of feels like a Christmas tree apple fragrance. I mean, to some degree. And it does have a smokiness to it as well. So that wood smoke does come through. It's the wood smoke, it's the fir, and it's the apple for me that really stand out here. But really, to break it down, to me, it smells like a Christmas tree and with apple. So they definitely go in their own directions for sure. Yeah, Zombie Horde, a little bit more avant-garde, I would say, and probably not gonna be for everyone. I'm actually burning Zombie Horde in my bedroom right now. It was a little bit weaker, which surprised me because it is a huge cold throw. But this one right here, Haunted Hallows, I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, to me, it's just kind of taking me to Christmas or winter. It's a tree fragrance for sure, though. So we'll see how that one goes when I burn it. I really like it. It's just one that I feel like has kind of deviated from fall maybe even heading into the holiday season. And then the other one that I have in this unboxing right here is another repurchase, and it was Conjuring, which I've already said, and I've told people this. Let me smell that one again. Very, very similar to Witch's Cauldron. So let's do the natural thing and compare the two in this video. And here's this year's Witch's Cauldron. Okay, let's go back to Conjuring. They are extremely similar, almost to the point of you don't need one if you already own the other. I don't know how far I'll take that. Like, if you really, really liked one and you're kind of thinking, wow, yeah, that's just a profile that I absolutely adore, then okay, buying one or the other if you already have one, yeah, maybe, but absolutely don't buy one or the other if you've already owned one and you didn't like it, or you kind of just thought it was all right and just ready to move on. Yeah, I would not get Conjuring, but I love it. I love Witch's Cauldron. It's certainly in that vein. I don't know why they made it so close. Like, it's that similar to Witch's Cauldron, but I love it. That's a good one, Conjuring. And then another one I picked up, another repurchase. We're going out of the Halloween season here real quick to Pumpkin Spice Latte. I picked another one of these up. It probably will not be the last one that I pick up this year. It is that good, guys. The best Pumpkin Spice Latte that I've smelled. I love the way they did this one. It's sweeter version of walking into Starbucks is what it is. I love that it doesn't go too much chocolate either, like Bath & Body Works version, where that kind of smells like their tiramisu Oreo cookies, you know. Kind of has that kind of cakey vibe to it and definitely chocolate feel to it. I don't get too much of that, and I definitely get a lot of that pumpkin spice too, which I even feel like Pumpkin Spice Latte from Bath & Body Works lacks. And then one of these I'd had my eye on for quite a while. It's not a Halloween fragrance, but it's this one right here. It's Crimson Park. And it has really good reviews on the website. It's a fragrance that it doesn't have the notes on the bottom. So let's just kind of go follow the nose, if you will. So this one definitely has like a cooling lavender in it. And it's kind of even got a sweet vibe to it as well, like an ambery vanilla sweetness to it. Certainly some woodsiness in this, like maybe oak, I would say, something that's given it kind of a little bit of a backbone to go with that lavender, that eucalyptus. The lavender and eucalyptus giving it like a cool feel, cool brisk autumn air. But it's also got a sweetness to it as well. So it's not just that coolness coming from the lavender. I would say there's a good amount of amber or even vanilla in this one. Almost leans a little bit men's personal fragrance as well. And you know, I'm not a huge fan of that style of home fragrance, but I kind of like this one here on Cold. Crimson Park, that's a good one. And then I did want to bring up some wax melts that I purchased. What I found interesting about these, from Country Candle, I got 3 of the pumpkin waffle cones. So this fragrance had been sold out for I don't know how long. And it was shocking to me to see that they restocked it. So I don't know, are they making new pours of this? I actually noticed a few different Country Candle wax melts that had been listed as sold out for quite a while actually came back on the website. I don't know if they're in stock still, but along with Pumpkin Waffle Cone, they also came back. I think one was Blueberry Pancakes. The other one was, I think, their Candy Apple fragrance. So this one right here, I've always loved, Pumpkin Waffle Cone. And it's very much look at this. The wax is pink on this one. I'm not sure how much sense that makes, but yeah, very much a gourmand kind of sweet pumpkin fragrance. Yeah, that's interesting. Keep an eye on those country wax melts that are just randomly coming back in stock after having not been on the website for a while. And then I picked up some more warm Cinnabuns. I'm not a huge fan of this for fall. Actually, I could melt it all year round. Wouldn't really be a seasonal fragrance for me, but I really like it. It's just not something I would consider fall. That's warm Cinnabons. I got one of the praline buttercream, another country candle wax melt, another golden mums and honey crisp. That's one that, as long as it keeps staying in stock on the website, I'm gonna buy it. It doesn't matter. I mean, if I have an order ready to go, I'll just throw it in there. I picked up 2 of this one, again, from Country Candle. Apple cinnamon muffins. You guys know I love this one. A hidden gem on the website right now, which nobody really talks about. God, that's so good. I mean, if you want an apple bakery and you're looking for a fall apple bakery from any company, really, I would go with this one from Country. I think the 2-wick medium jar is still on stock on the website too. And then this one again from Country, picked up one more apple cider cake. I know this one's pretty divisive. I see why. Once you melt that one though, it changes. It changes for the better. Apple cider cake. So there you guys have it. That's my 3rd haul from Kringle. Halloween and a little bit of fall stuff thrown in. Let me know if you've tried any of this stuff. Let me know what you think of Mummy Marshmallow, which completely threw me for a loop in this video. Have you experienced differences with your candles as well? Does yours smell more marshmallowy and smoky and woodsy? Or does it smell more of that kind of green, earthy patchouli and moss? I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. I appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.